Where are you getting this stuff? Where?
Syringe.
Where are you getting this
Don't
stuff?
get our mugs in
we're
this.
not in charge of
No.
this.
No.
Cannot afford to pay for county.
You got a key to this?
I'd like to see a search warrant, and I'd like to see an arrest warrant. I would see my lawyer, and you don't tell us to leave.
Give me a piece of paper a minute.
I got no paper.
Can I have a piece of paper? I got no paper. Something, you got a piece of paper.
What?
Little one, don't run away with it.
Much of a cocaine problem in this country, and we didn't have many seizures. In 1971, I think we seized over 600 pounds. In 72, we made 1 years. There's been a tremendous increase. Indeed, it may be the second drug to marijuana use.
Even worse than heroin.
It may be becoming more popular and more abused than heroin, yes.
Well, the crackdown on heroin has had some very good results.
This is doing it the hard way, trying to arrest, or in police and street jargon, bust individual drug pushers. Law enforcement officials prefer to try to bust major distributors and seize the drugs before they're cut several times and sold to the street pushers. But it may take weeks of work to get enough evidence to make a bust, and even then officers aren't certain just how much they'll find. More and more of what is found is cocaine, believed to be the next major drug problem for the nation.
If you want an attorney to be present at this time or any time hereafter, you're entitled to such counsel.
Estimates are the use of cocaine increased at least 4 times in just this past year, apparently because the drug produces what's described as a tremendous high and supposedly isn't physically addictive. But narcotics agents claim it's psychologically addictive, and users are as dependent on the drug as addicts are on heroin. In spite of its drawbacks, officials say cocaine is rapidly becoming the drug of choice among hard drug users.
10 years ago, we didn't have much of a cocaine problem in this country, and we didn't have many seizures. In 1971, I think we seized over 600 pounds. In 72, we made 1 seizure in Miami alone of over 220 pounds. Over the past 10 years, there's been a tremendous increase. Indeed, it may be the second drug to marijuana use.
Even worse than heroin.
It may be becoming more popular and more abused than heroin, yes.
Hidden among Miami's large Cuban community are the small percentage of criminals who've made Miami the hub of cocaine traffic. Because the cocoa leaves needed for the drug grow mainly in Peru and Bolivia, and the illegal labs that process the leaves into cocaine operate in Colombia, Argentina, and Chile, the Latins rule this trade, not even bothered by the American mafia or other organized crime rings. Southern Florida is ideal for smugglers, and cocaine is brought in here in a variety of ways, carried on the thousands of small boats that cruise the coastline, or dropped from planes at the small airstrips that dot the countryside, or carried in by individual travelers. Without tips from informants, there's really no way of knowing when and how a shipment is coming in.
Informants make it a lot easier than it would be otherwise. Of course, you can make cases in other instances. It takes longer, it takes more work, it involves more people, more time, more money on the part of the citizen taxpayers. But we do get the job done that way. Informants are a blessing as far as narcotic work is concerned. It takes a lot of money to keep an informant happy, too.
Law enforcement officials feel the only effective way to curb the flow of cocaine would be to cut it off at its source, where it's grown in South America. But that would require major efforts by other governments. And so far, not even Washington's threats to cut off aid programs have been able to bring this about. Roger Peterson, ABC News, Miami.
Can you look? Yeah?
Okay. Go on home, shoot that one, and then go upstairs. Tell them to raise them on the air and tell them to push the button, open the door. Everybody just face away from the camera, that's all. They won't shoot your face. Just face away from the camera. Guy in the yellow chair. This chick here.
Hey, wait a minute.
What? You're the one that come here wearing a white bag, didn't have red pants on?
What did Bill do with the pound?
335. Northwest, South Miami Canal Drive. Apartment 310. Apartment 304. Yes, heart attack, 11:45.
You ever been arrested before?
State policeman.
Yes, sheriff's office.
Sheriff's office.
Should you talk to me, anything which you might say in answer to my questions can and will be introduced into evidence in court against you. You understand that?
Yes.
Okay. If you want an attorney, the counsel will furnish you with counsel if you so desire. You understand that?
Yes.
Okay. She's under arrest too, Bill? Okay. You have the right to remain silent. The Constitution requires that I so inform you of this right. You need not talk to me if you do not wish to do so. You do not have to answer any of my questions. You understand that? You listen up too. Hey, listen up too.
I'm listening.
Okay. Should you talk to me, anything which you might say in answer to my questions can and will be introduced in evidence of court against you. You understand that? Listen when I talk to you.
Listening, sir.
You can put him in a kennel if you want.
Well, I mean,
You can make bond, you can get it back out again.
can I make a phone call?
Don't want to get in the face.
Here. This is the DOB of the two guys. Those are those. Can I have these too?
Bill, you guys, come on, look what the hell you're doing.
Wait a minute, man. Yeah? Can I gotta have the...
Wait a second.
Huh?
Where's that shit? George, where's that shit you had? I got it here. Wait a second. I get it.
No, pues sí que me...
Big time. See how I like it. Shit, I'm gonna buy a new Sky now.
Okay, that's enough of that picture.
Proud of that, huh? Okay. He said the bus will take it to the station, skips it, and lets it go and take it down. Come on, fella. Get in the car right there, the back seat. Come on. You got briefcase in the back there. All right, let's go to the other side. He's bringing it there. Get in.
Please don't get my face in that. No.
Going in here? Yeah. Put his arms up. Jerry? Here, take this. So we don't lose it. Where's the wires? I've got all that. Wait a minute.
You ready? You ready to put him in?
You been searched ready? You bastard. Shit, you're gonna do it hard. I know you bastard. You're gonna rip my nipple off. I guess it's thank that tonight. I'm worried about my nipple. That's the only thing. When are these movies be on? Hey, Al.
What is all this going to be on?
Yeah.
Why don't you
Big.
You wanted me to do a workshop on patients so you could evaluate. James, just go ahead and get it. Give me a little bit. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see that.
Thank you very much.
Okay, that's right.
You ever tell us who shot him?
Oh, that's right.
Let me ask him a question. We're in the parking lot. Manolo está en la calle. ¿Quién? Manolo. ¿Ese policía? Estuvo para la casa también. Sí, un pedazo. What's your birthday, bro? ¿Cumpleaños? 8/20, 51? 52. He said he got shot in the parking lot. In the parking lot? Where's that? Somewhere. Where was you born? Which parking lot? ¿No aceite? ¿Habana? Habana.
In Florida and elsewhere, there's a lot of talk today about Miami Vice. No, not the TV police show. Instead, what's going on inside the real-life Miami Police Department. The latest allegations, Bill Whitaker reports, go beyond cocaine and cops to charges now of first-degree murder.
An early morning sweep by the Dade County Police Department. 4 Miami policemen were arrested, 3 charged with murder, all charged with armed trafficking in cocaine. The arrests stem from the drowning of 3 alleged cocaine dealers in the Miami River last July.
As a statement to the community, we can just say that we are trying to clean our own house.
They weren't the only Miami police arrested this week. Bond hearings were held today for 2 officers charged with stealing 150 pounds of cocaine from the scene of a drug bust. One had been suspended earlier for refusing to take a drug test after leading fellow officers on a high-speed chase in this Porsche. Officials say some police are being corrupted by the quick money to be made from Florida's billion-dollar drug industry.
It's one of the most unfortunate ripples from the drug trade when you have...
The Miami Police Department is being investigated by federal, state, and local law enforcement agencies. Already, 11 officers have been arrested or relieved of duty this year. But some police officials say the corruption is not widespread.
The majority of the police department are upright police officers that are professionals. We are being affected by this problem the same as the citizens are.
Police on the beat say the corruption investigations will benefit the department.
We'll weed out those that aren't doing the job properly. We'll take care of our own house.
More arrests are expected in the drowning deaths of the 3 alleged drug dealers, and other investigations will continue in what is shaping up to be the biggest police corruption scandal in Miami's history. Bill Whitaker, CBS News, Miami.
An empty job training program to an empty police evidence drug locker. CBS News reporter Bill Whitaker looks tonight at how the drug culture and its cash can drag down a whole city's quality of life and begin to bleed it dry.
After years of fighting a war on drugs, some Miamians fear they're losing. Drugs and drug money are more powerful than city fathers ever imagined, enticing teenagers to turn their backs on minimum wage jobs and police to break the law.
We have virtually every segment of our community contaminated in some way with the drug influence.
For example, 7 police officers are on trial for a cocaine ripoff that left 3 drug dealers drowned in the Miami River. The police themselves have been plagued by a series of thefts. Last year, $150,000 was stolen from a police department vault. Recently, bales of confiscated marijuana were taken from this padlocked bin.
I'm saying that I'm suspicious, and as far as I'm concerned right now, everybody is suspect.
Miami police are on the front lines of the drug war. They've made some 2,500 drug arrests this year. But the huge sums of illegal drug money are subverting a growing number of the city's finest. 11 officers have been arrested on drug charges in the last year, and a federal probe of police corruption threatens to push that number even higher.
It really makes us wonder what's going on. If the police are in it, then who's out of it?
That's a question that has many people here worried. On some city streets, the underground drug economy is out in the open, competing with legitimate employers. At a recent job fair for young people in the depressed Overtown district, organizers couldn't give jobs away. Many teenagers just weren't interested in entry-level positions like clerks, cashiers, and receptionists. Drug dealers pay youngsters big bucks to work as lookouts.
So it wouldn't be likely for me to go for a job interview at $3.35 an hour when I could stand out here and make from $150 on up to, say, $1,000.
Many in Miami, from police on the beat to children on the street, are becoming dependent on the high wages of drug trafficking. It's proving to be a hard habit for the city to kick. Bill Whitaker, CBS News, Miami.
Pierre, how long have you guys been doing this?
I've been 6 months in Chile also, for 6 months.
Only 6 months?
Yes.
What were you doing before this?
Before this, I was in regular patrol for a while, and just right before that, I was on a directed patrol, which is on a prostitution detail.
How is this different?
It's quite different, a lot different. It's a different type of people to deal with. The contact is more quick. You know, the prostitutes, it took a little more time to work that kind of arrest.
When you make a buy, what goes through your mind?
Well, when I'm making the buy, it's just it's simple, you know, just going up to somebody and asking. It's like making a purchase of anything, really. It's part of my job, and I know that at least I feel that I'm doing something good when I'm making that buy.
Most of the stuff tonight's been $10, $20, pretty nickel and dime stuff. You think of, you know, millions of tons of cocaine coming across the border, and you're buying rocks about that big. Are you making a dent?
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
It's too much. It's too much. What I see on the streets, almost practically every corner. It's my job, and I know I have to see that every day. Not everybody in the society sees that, but for us, it's so easy to make a buy, a narcotics purchase, that I feel that we're not making any dents. You know, we can clean up a neighborhood for a couple of weeks at the most, maybe, but they'll be right back.
That kind of begs the question, so what are you doing?
We're trying to make a dent, and every time that I do make a buy, I feel I'm doing something good. I'm getting that guy out of the streets, and possibly even if he goes back, I'll get him again, and eventually we'll put him away for some time. And I feel that I'm doing something, and I feel that everybody has to try to do something to get rid of this problem, and I'm doing my share.
Same question.
I basically feel the same way as Pierre. We have to start somewhere. You know, we have to feel like we're doing something. And if we can get the, if we can get the sellers off of the street corners, it's doing something. You know, it's helping. That's for sure. We when I say we, I'm saying the United States. We need to work together. I mean everybody, law enforcement, government, to really battle the problem, the major problem, because I strongly believe if we don't, that the United States is painting a very dark picture for its future.
How old are a couple of the people who were picked up tonight look pretty young.
Yeah, we've arrested people from the ages of 7 to 40, 50. They range different ages. It's everybody's is trying to make a fast and easy dollar, and this is their way of doing it.
You got kids 7, 10, 13, 14 years old. What's that do to you when you make the buy?
It definitely bothers me, because I have, I myself have a 10-year-old. I think about him, but it just makes me think what today's generation is all about, and what tomorrow's generation is going to be about. And it doesn't look real good. These kids are being brought up on this stuff, on crack, and it just it looks pretty bad.
Can it be stopped?
I think that it could be drastically slowed down. This is my own personal feelings. Like I said before, if we, law enforcement, the government, work together in a joint effort, by using all possible means that we can use. If it takes using the military to protect our borders, to slow some of the trafficking coming in from the waters, from the air, that'll help drastically. But most importantly, what we need to do is we need to educate the the people of our country, of the world. It's not just our country, it's all over the world, but speaking on behalf of our country, we need to educate the people in our country. Seriously educate them.
You had, you get your 10-year-old at home. You talk to him or son, daughter?
Yes, son.
Talk to your son about drugs?
Absolutely.
What do you tell him? How do you explain what you're doing out here tonight to him?
I explained to you just a minute ago about educating kids. Educate your children in school is very important. Most importantly, educate your children at home. Most importantly, utmost important. Let your children know what it's doing and what it can do. The best way as possible. Let them know that it's not a game. It doesn't mean you're cool. It's not any fun. There's kids out there that do anything, to not only sell it but to use it. And then it's not only just crack. It's all types of drugs. I've seen on the streets as young as 7 years old shooting up heroin. And that's pretty bad.
This is to either one of you. We've talked to a lot of officers in the last week who are saying that they can't deal with the streets anymore. That they've come up against this stuff. Does that go through your head? I mean, you guys have been doing this for 6 months. I don't know how long you were on Vice, but does that go through your head that, how long can I do this, or?
The way that I feel about it, I've dedicated my life to this job, and I'm just gonna keep going on and on. Sometimes you do feel like it's futile, but like I said, it's part of my life. I've dedicated my life to it, and I'll just keep going.
Is there any one thing that you're talking to Peter Jennings now, and he doesn't know anything about this business at all, except what he hears about basically from us in the news? What would you say to him?
Peter Jennings?
Yeah.
About what?
He doesn't see the streets. He isn't down here. How do you tell a guy like Jennings, who anchors the news, hey, there's a battle being fought out here? How do you tell him about that?
I think the best thing is for him to come out here and look at it, rather than just telling him. That's what everybody should look at. Go out in the street. You can go out to almost any corner where we go, and you'll see the people selling out. Even when they see the police officers, they see the cars that are backing us up. They try to make a sale because they don't know that we're part of it, and they try to make a sale with officers going around the block.
There's a belief out there that this only happens in the ghetto, that it only happens in the rundown neighborhoods. Is that true?
The nickel and dime that I'm familiar with, yes. Only in the lower income areas or the impoverished areas, and that's where it's going on.
It's the quick money?
Yeah, quick money.
Exactly. That's exactly. It's quick money.
I know you're our other buyer. I've heard of it.
I don't want to get in there.
Okay, no problem.
It's all right. I've already been on. What have you heard?
Hey, get over here. Get in there, Andy. Get in there. Give me. Go. Go.
Tell my daddy.
He's carrying his trash.
Wait a minute, now. Don't do that. Oh, Lord.
That's fucking Andy.
Where y'all get go anyway?
What do you think? I'm chasing people for nothing? Do you have
Oh,
stuff?
Lord. Y'all got me so damn nervous. Don't come in my house like that. This is my house.
That's not what he had, Jeff. You see this?
Yeah.
That's why we're taking inside your house.
Oh, Lord, Larry, why you running my house? Of all people, houses, no, don't do nothing like that. Don't run in my house like that. No, son, she opened the door for the man. My Lord, don't run in my house like that. That's not fair. Oh, Lord, they is the police. Don't me. Don't run in my house like that. God. Get those cameras out of here. Don't do that. No, don't do that. They can't come in here. They run in my house. Why y'all doing it to me?
got dope. You got dope. Huh? You got dope.
I ain't do nothing, man. I ain't do nothing, man.
Come on, put your hand on your back. Yes, yes.
7270
Where you live at?
7270 Northwest 3rd Court, man. I stay around here, man.
Get up. Come on, you ran there with dope, my man.
I ain't man, that's my baby mama house, man. That's my baby mother's house.
Y'all don't run in people's house with no gun.
Man, let me tell you something.
Anybody can run inside here.
Let me tell you something.
And it's a baby in this house. You can't tell me
tell you
nothing.
something.
Don't
You
tell
open
me.
the door
You
for
can't
the door,
tell
you
me
gonna
nothing.
get what you get.
We didn't open the door.
Let's go.
We didn't know who it was. He knocked on the door. We opened the door. My sister just jumped in his truck.
Well, what if he come here and kill you? We gotta protect you too.
He gonna come in
That's my baby mama, man.
We didn't know what's going on. We in our house. Y'all running here.
Y'all don't run here with no gun.
Just shut up.
I hate you.
Shut up, Brenda.
My baby here, he don't run here with no gun, mama. I don't like that.
The police want to talk to you on the telephone. The police is on the phone.
Let's go.
Because I don't think it's right.
Fine, you call the police department.
That's what I'm calling.
You talk to him. You talk to him. You talk to him.
I got a newborn baby in here. Crack on you things like that.
Keep it up, you're gonna go to jail.
I ain't gonna go to no jail,
I
baby.
ain't here. I ain't here nowhere. I ain't here. You run in my house. He did too. I ain't telling you. I ain't offering him to come in here.
Like I said, crackers stink. Don't do it in their mouth.
Sit down.
Where's my baby?
I'm a grown woman. You can take my picture much you want to. Go.
I want some names.
Go sit down. I'm gonna get. I'm
Running
the police
in
on the
people's
phone.
house with a gun.
The police on the phone. But y'all don't run y'all white asses in my house like that. Y'all have no kind of respect. You don't want us going to y'all damn house.
You don't tell dope in my house, man. They got their baby in the house, you know?
Still rolling. Shut it up.
You won't find no raw chicken, my sister.
You sit down, how we gonna do, man? That's all they gonna do. Just leave, bro. I won't sit down. Why you give me that way like that? You right there? Huh? How old are you, man?
18.
You running the house with your dope for, man. You calling all this disturbing.
I ain't running that house with no dope, Andy, man. That's my baby mother house.
That's why you running down?
I ain't.
We're gonna get it in there.
Great, get the camera.
2512, just on the nomination of numbers that's coming up. 25 seconds. Channel 1 operator that there's a home invasion robbery going down.
Disregard all that. Just give me the serial number, Kessel.
You got money in 5 pockets.
034 Echo.
Nomination.
29 information.
Hey, disregard that 29 information. That's QRU, Kessel.
Yes, that's going to be number 630, 630.
Who went to channel 1 to straighten that out? You there?
You know this guy? This guy with the bar. Walker. Across the street.
No, this ain't him.
What's your last name? Vincent, V-I-N-S-O-N?
761, get some.
What's your first name? Man. 2 R's? What's your home address? Fly all the way over.
25, 10.
pat down good?
Yeah, I've searched it pretty good.
Scoot over, man.
2515 to Bob, Teacher 530.